A lot of you don't need therapy, you need friendship. There's this important thing that humans need that we constantly discount, and that is the sense of mirroring. This is what happened to me. Wow, that happened to you. I feel so sad and upset about it. Wow, you feel so sad and upset about it, and that's okay. A lot of the time, this is what therapists end up doing. And it's not a bad thing for a therapist to end up doing, but therapists are trained in all kinds of deep trauma healing modalities. And they are serving a function in society that in the past was taken up by friendships, community, lovers, close contact with other humans. And now that we don't have that, and we're not acculturated to expect to have a support system, we have almost no support system. And those emotions build up. They build up into anxieties and depressions, and they become these dam systems. And all of a sudden, it's like, I don't know where all these anxieties built up from. Have you considered that it's built up from years upon years upon years of working way too many hours, having not enough support system, and not doing that natural emotional offload process and that natural mirroring process? One of the main things that y'all do for me here on social media is to validate my experience. And not just validate what's going on for me day to day, but validate for me what happened in my childhood that nobody made real for me. I happen to be someone who couldn't do this process with a therapist because I did not trust them, because I knew that they had been hired to be my friend. And what I really needed was someone to listen to me who did not have any reason to be there other than they were interested in me as a human being. And so with a combination of friendship, community support system, and close, loving relationships, I have started to feel safe in my body for the first time in my life. And it's not something that a therapist could have given me because I was not trusting in that relationship. Now, for some people, therapy is actually the only place they can trust, because the way that their worthiness system works is they don't believe anybody could possibly be interested in them as a person. And so if someone is hired to be there and they have a transactional relationship with them, they actually feel safer. It actually makes sense internally why this person is here for them. Now, I'm not discounting clinical depression, clinical anxiety, the multitude of mental illness that we all deal with. Those things should be treated and supported, and it's excellent for everybody to have a therapist, I think. But we're all walking around with not enough emotional supports, and nobody's...
This is one of those opinions that's going to get me JFK'd, and I am okay with that. Western psychology and therapy has bred a lot of abusers, manipulators, and gaslighters. Y'all have turned your sadism into self-care, your barbarity into boundaries. It just gave you the language to do so. Y'all would rather pick up DSM-5s than do a little self-reflection. You have learned to pathologize why you are a bad partner, friend, child, or parent. Instead of just saying, why would I want to help you move? You say, I don't have the space for that right now. Instead of saying, I don't want to listen to all the bullshit going on in your life, you say, I can't have you trauma dumping on me. There's a lot going on for me right now. Instead of saying, I don't like talking to you unless I need something from you, you say, I'm full at the moment. I'm at capacity for this kind of thing, but I'll reach back out to you when I can. Y'all are so anti-communal, and therapy is the perfect space for that under the Western model because it rewards hyper-individualistic behavior. Western therapy tells you it's all about you, babe. It doesn't look at anybody else around you. It insulates you. It's insular. Puts you in your bubble. It says you're the focus. It doesn't make you look outside of yourself. And y'all love that. It makes you bad people. It makes you worse people.
Why a lot of people actually want to go for therapy. Maybe they might have friends, or some do not have friends. That's the reason why they're doing it. But for some that do have friends, I feel like sometimes like there's just so many things that is going on today in our, like, you know, our times have changed. Like we're in a stage where it's like it's a whole different time, different experience for us, like in our generation. You notice that most times like everybody have a lot of things going on for themselves. Many people are going through it too in their life. So they might feel like they might not have that capability or capacity to actually be taking in whatever you might, whatever your problems might be, like you trying to talk to them about it or just want them to just listen to you, because what can they do for you? Like most times, a lot of us just want to be heard. Like we just want to know that like we're being heard and loved, and just like that attention, you know, being like just getting somebody to actually listen to you, like it helps a lot. Because going to a therapist, I think most likely that's just like what you get, and then some advice like helping you walk through, navigate your emotions, okay? But the truth about it is we are in a time where you even see a lot of posts and people giving a lot of videos and advice talking about, hey, like if you have a friend that always just come and trauma dump on you, always trying to throw their traumas on you, like that's a very bad friend, like get away from that person, don't be with that friend. And it's like, okay, like if you are gonna keep on rejecting like every little thing, people are actually nitpicking and trying to talk about things that you shouldn't do.
I hate living in suburban hell, dude. If you took all the cars out of here, it would just be a soulless, empty, liminal space. Look at all the yards. They're all cut to the same length, and they're all the same shape. Take a look at this house. And take a look at this house. And this house. And that house right there. This one too. How about this one right here? Oh my god, this one too. Oh my god, bro. Oh my fucking god. The curfew for kids under 18 is 8:30! As if there was any! Well, it'd make this place a bit better if there was, like, some people to hang out with, you know? I kid you not, I am the only kid outside. Scratch that, only person besides one old guy that goes on a walk every day at, like, 7 p.m. And I know there's kids that live in this neighborhood, there's a lot. But I have seen none of them besides whenever they get off the bus. I go to the school in the next town over, and all the kids that live here, they go to the school here in this town. My school lets out a little bit earlier than theirs does, so I see them get off the bus. They are the weirdest motherfuckers you've ever seen. I saw one kid, and I kind of like saw him go home, so I went to go knock on his door to like go see if he wanted to hang out. This kid comes out with a fucking iPad with a bumper case around it, and I say, hey, do you want to come hang out? He's like, no! And then slams the door, and I just hear him stomping or like screaming or something. This is like a 13-year-old too. The homeowners association came through our backyard and destroyed our trampoline! So I went to the leader of the homeowners association's place, and I asked him, why did you do that? And the motherfucker tells me, you're not supposed to be jumping or making any noise on outside equipment after 10 p.m. So instead of knocking on my door and telling me that, they tore down the fucking trampoline! I miss living where I used to live. There was trees. I knew everyone there. I hung out with everyone. The houses all looked different. And there was generally just more life in that neighborhood. But I come fucking here, and there's nothing here in the middle of Buckbuck, Oklahoma! My advice is, if you're tempted on moving to one of these kind of neighborhoods, don't be fooled by the cheap prices of the new houses. The HOA is terrible. If you want to raise your kids here and you want them to be sheltered losers, go ahead. I just hate it here.
I don't know if this is like a trauma response or something like that, but I truly feel bad after I share too much of myself, whether it's with my mom, my partner, my best friend, my sister, my cousin, whoever, a really close friend. I feel empty afterwards. It doesn't feel good for somebody to know all of me. I don't like that. I don't find comfort in that. It feels good for people to know me well and to know what I like and things of that sort. But I don't want somebody to know me inside and out. I feel like that's sacred to me. I don't know if that's not healthy, but I don't know. It feels really good. And I don't feel like it hinders me either. So why would it not be healthy, you know? Of me. I don't like that. I don't find comfort.
I study psychology, and what she's experiencing is a vulnerability hangover. It lasts between a few hours to several days, depending on how exposed you feel. It's when you feel you said too much or share too much of your energy with other people. This trauma response is rooted in several emotional and psychological factors. The main factor being self-protection and control. She wants to maintain control over what other people know about her and avoid negative consequences such as betrayal, ridicule, and exploitation. If someone has been let down or manipulated in the past, they're going to find it very hard to believe that other people are going to handle them with care.
Overall though, like many people are going through it, and sometimes you might not even feel so comfortable to actually share your problems with people that are close to you, because you might feel like it might just be a topic of discussion. You might just not have friends at all, so that could also be a part of it. You made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. Please don't forget to click the like button. It helps with the algorithm and I appreciate that so much. And subscribe to the channel if you're watching me for the very first time, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. We'd love to see what you think about this video, and hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.